Hi everybody, welcome to week 2 of our video classes. I hope you all are doing well and keeping yourself busy. So today, this is going to be your barre warm-up exercise. And so for today's class, there's 2 things that I want us to focus on, and this will probably be the theme for like the next couple of weeks with our video classes for something to work from home. And that's going to be, one is your core engagement. This is something that I talk about a lot, but it's something that is obviously super important to our technique, and one of those things that kind of transfer into so many different things. And so what I want you to be mindful about throughout all of barre, and I'll remind you of this as we're doing it, is to engage your core. And so when I say engage your core, I don't just mean like clenching and like holding your breath. You want to think about taking your lower abdominals and pulling them up, so kind of like thinking about pulling your torso out of your hips, and then think about taking that belly button to your spine. So when doing this, you're still breathing and you're still using your breath, and you're not clenching, right? But it's just that engagement that you should always have, like when you're dancing, right? So from the time you start a combination until it's finished, engaging that core. And obviously too, like engaging your core is something you should be doing like throughout your daily life. Like that's what helps you to have good posture when you're walking for a while or standing for a long time. So this is something that you can also practice too when you're just walking around the house or doing whatever you're doing. And then the second thing I want us to think about and just kind of work a little bit more is our arms and engaging your arm muscles. Specifically, like how do we connect our arms to our back muscles? So you need to be engaging like this muscle and this part of your arm, and so your arm kind of connects here, and that's that's where the strength comes from to hold your arms up. And so it's kind of those muscles that help you to control your arms. I specifically see this in our pirouettes. When we go to do our pirouettes, we start here and our arms look great, but as we turn, they kind of either drop or whatever, and then they don't, like I always say, we should end here. So you do your turn and you end lengthening, but a lot of times our arms kind of take a different path to get there. So we have to build those muscles and connect our arms to our back so that they have that support and that control. And that's also what gives dancers that kind of graceful, like your arms are floating above your body type of feeling, rather than like, kind of throwing them all over the place and just having like a lot, like harder time really controlling them in our jumps and our turns and just in choreography in general. So those are the 2 things we're going to think about while we're doing barre. Today I'm going to just be doing right side, so just like last video, pause it, rewind it to do the left side. So we're going to start with our pliés, 2 demis, 1 grand plie in each position, and then in second position and in 5th position we're going to reverse our arm in that grand port de bras. So if you're in my ballet tech class, we have definitely done this before. Ooh. Oh my goodness. So we've definitely done that before, so just be mindful of that. And if you've never done it, just follow along. Hopefully that doesn't do that while I'm dancing. Okay. So we're thinking about engaging that core muscle. The arms are connected to the back, and plie. Squeezing those legs, pulling out of the hips. So your focus right now is on your core. Engaging those core muscles the whole time. Even as we go forward, we're still engaging, and take a breath to go back. And tendu, get taller, and plie, and stretch. Lifting out of those hips, and reverse the arm. And let's stretch forward. Let's just stretch to the side, and back up and away from your barre or a chair, as I assume most of you are using. Tendu to 4th, and plie, keeping those hips square. Reminder to engage that core. Keep the arms engaged, like you're moving in water or caramel. Let's do a grand port de bras. So we reach up, side on 4, and then get taller, tendu to 5th. And reverse the arm, and reverse reverse that row and quarter bra. Side on 4, straight down, let that head hang. And tendu back to first. And make sure when we tendu back to first and we finish, make sure your core is engaged, that you know that you're ending and starting the same way. Good. All right, next we're gonna do our tendus, but I need to make sure that you can see my feet with this. I'm using mugs to hold up this video, or to hold up the phone. Okay, so sorry if I'm giving you a headache with all this movement. Okay, so we're going to do the same tendu combination as last week. So tendu, so I can back up a little bit. Tendu in plie, so 1, 2, 3, straighten on 4, 1 tendu, and then plie down. Tendu, sorry, in plie, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plie. We do that front, side, back, and then we roll up to a forced arch. Really take your time here, up to a releve, hold. And we come down, we do part B, which is tendu, flex that foot, keep those hips stable, touch, tendu, close, and then this time we releve on that last part. And so that'll be front, side, back, and then again, we roll up through our feet, hold, balance, engaging the core, and then we lower. So with this, again, really focus on keeping that core engaged the entire time. So if you think about it and you realize that you have to engage your core, that means you had lost it at some point. So our goal is to make sure that we're constantly engaging throughout the whole thing. Okay, let's go. Keeping those arms engaged as well. Plie, up. To the back, straight behind you. Plie, up, and then plie, forced arch. Really stretch to the feet. Balance for a second, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. This time we releve, squeezing those legs. So if I came around and pushed your arms down, you want to engage the same way when I do that. And up, down, now plie, force arch, really stretch to those feet, squeeze to come up, let go, and finish. Again, is your core engaged? Is your back engaged? Good. Cool, so for our dégagés, that's going to be the same as last week as well, but just a reminder, so we do 8 front, 8 side, so closing front, back, 8 to the side, 8 to the back, and then we switch feet and do the inside leg. And then we reverse the whole thing. So 8 to the back, 8 to the side, 8 to the front, and then switch and do the inside leg back. And then from there, we're gonna do a plie, and then actually let's plie, come up to a nice susu. So get your right technique there. Core is engaged, turn out muscles, you're turning your muscles out and up, so getting taller, pushing into the floor. No space between your feet, no space between your legs. And then once you find that, slide that foot up to a nice passe, try to balance for a second, and then we slide back down to that susu and finish, okay? All right, 5th position. And to the side, make sure we're closing in 5th each time. To the back. And front. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse it. Strong legs. And then the music is going to keep playing, but we're going to do our balance. So find that good susu position. Slide the leg up. Balance for a second. And then without touching the bar, try to slide it down to finish. Good. Also a reminder, I am doing all the right side, so this goes without saying. Make sure you're pausing the video and rewinding it to do the left side between each of these combinations. Okay, for our rond de jambe, we're gonna do, gosh, I'm out of breath. Something a little bit different. So we're gonna do just 8 regular rond de jambes, and then we're gonna do a rond de jambe à terre. I mean en l'air, which means in the air. À terre means on the ground. So rond de jambe en l'air, just low, keep it at 45, and that's a little bit slower, so just follow along. And then we're gonna do our brush front, lift to passe, go to the back. If I don't, I'm gonna kick my mom's oven, so I have to turn to the bar or to the chair. Back, and then close fifth, reverse it, and then again, rond de jambe en l'air at 45 degrees, brush back, passe front. All right, let's go. Don't forget your preparation. Abs engaged, arms engaged. 1, 2, articulating through the feet, keeping those hips still by engaging that core. 7, 8, and front, strong legs, pointed toes, keep that turn out. Hold, now brush, front, passe, arabesque, lift that knee up, and close, and reverse it. Elbows are lifted, so I had to kind of fix my arm there. Try to loosen your grip a little bit on your chair. And back, side heel forward, really fight for that, tall through the supporting leg, and brush back, passe, lift it up, forward, and tendu to close, and we'll just finish there. Check your core, make sure your turnout muscles are engaged as you finish as well. Okay, whew, that's tiring. That is it for bar today. Make sure you even out on both sides, and then take a minute, or take more than a minute, take maybe like 5 minutes if you want to really stretch, work through your splits, really try to hit all those muscles, and then, yeah, then tune into the next video.